Hey everybody, Luxinda Swirl here. Okay, this is going to be really quick. I'm just going to take my 5 tarot card molds and I'm going to use one of my makeup brushes to brush mica powders into them. And I'm going to pour resin and we're going to unmold. So really quick, nothing particularly special. You've seen me do this before, but I thought it'd be fun. So into the Justice one, I'm going to use Chrome Turquoise. Into Death, I'm going to use Vivid Holographic Onyx. Into the High Priestess, I'm going to use Chrome Rose. Into the Moon, Chrome Silver. And, I already said, no, I didn't. Into the Lovers, I'm going to use Shimmer Flash Interference Red. And, yeah. And then I'm going to put in the resin. I'm going to color it black. And we'll see how these turn out. I'm going to go lightest to darkest, so that would be this Shimmer Interference first. Okay, I'm going to give these a good tapping out into the wastebasket. And then I'm going to mix up approximately 5 ounces of resin. So 2.5 ounces part A, 2.5 part B. Add black, probably the Castin Craft Black Opaque Pigment. Just a few drops. And pour that in. And we'll come back for the big demolding. So stay tuned. And we're back. Let's see how our tarot cards turned out. Just in case you didn't notice, I had a little more trouble than I was anticipating. The black, which I thought, the black opaque pigment, did not make the resin nearly as opaque as I was expecting. I thought it was going to be much, much stronger. I kept adding more, and obviously you can still see through it. So that was a little disappointing. I guess I should have used some black mica, which I have. I just didn't think of that until later. And I tried really hard not to over pour, and yet I ended up with overspill on every single one of these. I think my mistake there was not using a thinner viscosity resin. I should have used the Clearcast 7050, which is much, much thinner and therefore wouldn't have domed like this did. This is the Chaos Liquid Stone. It domed even though I thought I was under pouring. It was a little bit higher than the edge, and when I spritzed it with the alcohol and hit it with a heat gun, that was enough to liquefy everything, and it just went over the edges. So I'll have to clean up the flashing on all of these now. Let me get my glasses and we can at least demold and take a look. All right, this is Death. I really wanted to wait until I had some mold release before I used these, but I got tired of waiting for Amazon to deliver that, so we're gonna go ahead here. So this is the holographic vivid, or the vivid holographic in black mica with a not very opaque black background. I think that looks super cool though. I'm just gonna take scissors to the edges. It's very pliable and pretty thin, so I will do that. And all of these are gonna have to lay flat and cure for, oops, you can't see that. All of these are gonna have to lay flat and cure for a good 24 hours. But I'll deal with the flashing first while it's still pliable. This was, oh, I don't remember. Justice, I think. This is the teal or the aqua mica. Yep, Justice. And there is Justice. That is so pretty. I think I'll use white or silver paint on that in the etching spots. And again, I'm gonna need to cut this off. I'll show you one. We'll get these demolded and then I'll do the flashings on one so you can see what I'm talking about. Here we have the High Priestess. I used this mold before when we did a mica into a mold test. I'll get the other one, hang on a sec. Here's the previous one. I never did get around to cutting off the flashing on this one, but this was when we tested brushing in different micas, and I did a different strip in each color of pinks, basically. This time I did it all one. This was the rose gold. Again, I will cut the flashing off. Let's put it down here. This is the one I poured in a different video. Put that off to the side. Okay, carrying on. This one went way overboard. This is the Lovers. So that would be iridescent red shimmer mica, I believe. Yeah, that's not as impressive. The iridescents are, it's an interesting idea, but I don't know. I mean, it's red when the light hits it a certain way. It's not unpretty. It's just not as strong as the chrome micas, which I like better. Okay, make sure everybody's flat. And that leaves the moon. And I believe this was chrome silver, so this should be pretty. There we go. Ooh, I like that. Probably do that in white. Put paint in the etching spots and then clean the whole thing off with white paint. Yeah, okay. can I get these all? There we go. Pretty, huh? All right, so let's take one of them and I'll show you what I mean. All right, I say I'm gonna cut it off with scissors, and I probably can, but I think I can get even closer to the edge if I use my X-Acto knife. And if it's not super pliable, you can heat it up with your heat gun and then it will cut like butter. But I think we can do it here. There we go. And again, the whole thing is really bendy right now because it's only been, well, more than 12 hours, but not 24. So you can get a clean cut with your X-Acto knife. If you let it cure before you try this, it becomes a lot more difficult. So clean up first, then lay flat to cure. There. There's our beautiful Justice card. I'll let it cure, and then I'll do the painting with a light colored acrylic paint. Clean it all off with isopropyl alcohol and a paper towel or a coffee filter, and we should have a gorgeous card. Thanks everyone. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.